Happy New Year, and I hope your resolutions all come to fruition. The number one, in my opinion, or one of the top resolutions for most people. But before I tell you, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button and hit that notification bell. But here we go. The number one, in my opinion, resolution for most people is getting back into shape. Usually what happens is that people are very enthusiastic and they sign up for a membership, or they just get into an exercise program with a friend, which, by the way, is the best way to do it, to get somebody else involved. That way you can hold each other accountable, and it's harder for you to give up, because that is the reason why most people don't succeed. They give up because, and here we go, we find excuses, and usually some of them are valid. Sometimes you may find yourself that you're ill and you're sick, which is the biggest obstacle for when you're trying to get into shape, because here you go, you start out very well, and then you have a down day, and then there's a second day, and all of a sudden it becomes just the idea of going back into it is very, very challenging. Sometimes people give up, but remember, it's the ability to show up. And what I was going to say is that most people, they start maybe they do too much early on, and don't pace themselves, because ultimately what you want to do is not so much go and try to lose that weight very quickly. Obviously we all want that, but what you want to do is really just get yourself into the habit of scheduling your time for that exercise. The ideal is, if you have a membership to the gym, you go to the gym and you show up to the gym, because what happens is that you're going to be looking around and you're going to see other people exercising, and that's going to motivate you to start. You may start a little bit, as I say, rusty, a little too slow, but you're there till you're going to start to exercise. Make sure that if you're not going to the gym, and you're exercising, let's say for example you're going to track or what have you, the ideal is to recruit a friend. That way you can both hold each other accountable and you can support each other. That's ideal. Go to a place where there's always a lot of people doing the same thing. So if it's let's say a park, there's people walking or running. Like in New York, for example, in Central Park, you always have people year-round exercising. They're running, walking. And so even if, let's say, for example, you start to run and you don't have the energy to run, it's better to go get all dressed up in your, exercise outfit. If that motivates you, do that. You go there, no matter how cold it is. Just get all dressed up and say, I'm going to go to the track, and if I run part of it, then I walk. I run part of it. I might not run as fast as I normally would, but what you want to is to make sure, okay, make sure that you go there, that you are showing yourself that you have the willpower to show up. That's all you have to do, is to show up and keep at it. And I hope that what I'm saying to you makes sense, that it keeps you going. There have been studies, I guess, that have been saying that most people will be giving up by February, the first week of February or thereabouts. So keep on it. Defy the odds. You can do it. Anyway, Happy New Year and best of luck. I hope you keep at it and just show up. Thank you for listening, and make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Take care.